Hello everyone, this is Lawrence again, making another video. Now I'm trying to keep them like 12 minutes because I really want people to watch them, but I don't want them to spend 20-30 minutes. This is not part of the 2017-2018 series of thrift store vinyls I've found in those years. Just a little reflection of how I got into buying vinyl at thrift stores. And it started back in 1998. I was well into CDs, and I took all my vinyl records, put them in storage. Good thing I didn't get rid of them. I said, well, I might as well hold on to these. You never know. So when the vinyl craze came back in, I took them out of storage, set up a vinyl room, and started adding vinyls I found at thrift stores, plus 180 gram new vinyl purchases. Okay. What happened about 1998, I was at a thrift store, and that was a time when they had all the records like 10 cents, 50 cents, even $1 before they started marking them up with the vinyl revitalization. And I saw the album to the soundtrack movie West Side Story, and I don't have that album with me now. I forgot where I followed it, but a beautiful artwork of the red and the black outside stairwell. You know, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And I thought, hey, that looks cool. Why don't I just buy it for 50 cents and maybe hang it on a wall or something? And I purchased a few more. Here's our two I could locate. I thought the artwork was really neat. Rodgers and Hammerstein from the motion picture, Oklahoma. And I really like that picture there. That illustration, the artwork of the Western, theme, and the two people, looks like very high class socialites of the Western world. I'd never seen the movie or the play. In a carriage, the gentleman is all done up nicely, and the lady's all done up, and they're going to a dance or something, and they just have a great look on their face. So I thought that was cool. And here's another one. Soundtrack to Cleopatra, and I thought the artwork was cool. Gatefold, back pictures. So I thought to myself, wait a minute, they got a lot of good albums here. Why don't I start buying some? So I did. And gradually, reestablishing my turntable, getting some updated equipment, because with CDs everybody went to the more portable units or computer speakers. So, I started on that path. Now, what is so great for me on thrift store vinyl buying through the years, from like the year 2000 up to the present, it's not like it used to be. I'll get on that in a minute. But early on, when you got on the ground floor, just as before vinyl started coming back, you could go to thrift stores and find a lot of great titles. And that has resulted in, there's been periods in my life. I did not come from a wealthy family. We had to work individually if we wanted something. I mean, sure, we got a small allowance, but we had jobs, and so when I had jobs, I brought record albums. I would buy about 2 or 3 a month, the releases I want. And when I didn't have a job, we went from a feast to famine, where I was lucky to buy one album a month, And so that means throughout the years you miss a lot. If they're available at thrift stores later, like 2001, for $1, and they're in good condition, well, buy it. Or an artist that you don't normally buy, they come on the scene, and you kind of, I like the song they play on the radio, but I'm not going to commit myself to an album. But years later, you wish you did. One of them is Joe Jackson, and this is his Night and Day album. Of course, it had a couple radio hits. Stepping Out, great song, but I didn't buy the album. Gatefold. And I saw it at the thrift store, and I said, well, I like the song, and here's the album, $1.49. It's in like beautiful condition, the cover and the vinyl, and somebody even put it in one of these special dishwashing inner sleeves they paid money for. And the vinyl's in beautiful shape, and there's no tears or any bad marks. So $1.49, I brought it, and it sounds great. And I really warmed up to his music to where other thrift store visits, I was able to pick up his other albums. Big World, this is a fantastic album. Joe Jackson, Jump and Jive, Look Sharp, and there's one more, and I'm trying to remember where I put it. Oh, here it is. And this is a much acclaimed album. It came out after Night and Day. Right here, this still has shrink wrap on it, sealed, record company sticker, and it says something about a special vinyl. This record has been pressed on Audio Pine Virgin vinyl. That means the vinyl, there's no recycle impurities in it, because some companies will recycle material. Owning to the above average running time, I'm not going to read the rest. But it's still in shrink wrap. The record is perfect. It's like somebody purchased this, opened it up, played the record once, put it back, and put it away. I got it at the thrift store for $1. And there's some bands that you just did not get into. They got one song played on the radio, and they put out an album or two, and they sold decent, but I wasn't drawn to them. But I saw this group, their albums, they released 2 albums, or I think 3, but I got 2 of them. Sea Level. They were a combination of rock with a southern flavor, fusion jazz, and jazz. And they were kind of Allman Brother tied. I think Chuck Leavell played keyboards with the Allman Brothers, and then later went on to tour with the Stones. But they released 2 albums, and here they are. This song, Shake a Leg, from this album here, got played on the radio. That's a good tune. So, I saw them for $1.49. Brought them. They're great condition, and I sure enjoyed them now, So that was a catch up. Another artist I did not normally buy, like what I heard on the radio. I was either poor at the time or just didn't get her to her music, but now I've got a number of her albums, and this is one of them, Sade. So I got this album along with her debut album and a few others, all for $1.49. And I absolutely love her music now. Now I've heard it in more detail. I loved it before, the songs on radio. J. Kyle's band. This is cool because this is in red. Got this for $1. Plays great. It's one of their more renowned albums. It has the hit Give It To Me, and I was able to pick up some of their other stuff. And another group that were like considered like country rock, like the Eagles, but they were a bit more mellow, or is Poco. And I got this compilation right here, and I was able to pick up their other albums, Gatefold and everything, a career compilation with right up in the back. And in the late 70s, early 80s, they finally charted a few songs on the chart. So, glad of that. So I picked up this album, got a chance to hear it, and I really like it. And also, when you're poor, an artist puts out an album, you automatically go out and buy right away. But you may get in that period between jobs where money is really, 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 really tight, and a new Bruce Springsteen album comes out, and you may have to wait on it, and sometimes you never pick it up. You see it at the thrift stores. That was great. Now, I remember when The River came out. I was poor, but I happened to be at the record store when the local radio station was having a contest, and they say swing by Tracks and pick up free, for the next 10 people. Well, I was right there, and I went to the counter and got my copy of The River free, so that was very helpful. So in my years at thrift store buying, it's been a great experience to really add to my album collection and to make it more complete. That's what it has done. Now, in recent years, such titles as I was showing you have dried up, or people are not dumping their albums at thrift stores. They're flipping, that they're selling them on eBay or Discogs, whatever. Also, people will go to the thrift stores to buy all the good titles up. I mean, they're like there every day, and they flip them on the internet. I don't do that. I don't look at albums as stock and bonds. I buy them to enjoy them. Yeah, I'm a pig too. I want to buy everything. And I found other areas of music I never thought I would get into, which I did. I'll make a second video on that. But anyway, that's why thrift store vinyl records have been very good, a good experience in adding to my collection. As I said, the supplies of good titles like that have really dried up, but every once in a while you find something good, and you will see them as I progress with my videos. Okay, I'm running a little bit too long, so I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for watching, and please leave a comment. I love comments, and have a good day. Bye.